to sign up with Josh, there's a clipboard for signing up to help St. Patrick's Center and the Pot of Gold campaign out in the lobby. And I celebrate, when I see that video, I celebrate a life changed. And a new life, I want to be all about lives changed. Changed lives. Like, why are we doing this morning if it's not to see someone's life change? And I know where that starts. I think it starts in my own life. And I can tell you that I'm living proof that there is such a thing as life change. And this morning we're going to talk more about that, but really sign up for the St. Patrick's Center. And really I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that's been working as we're in process of redoing our sanctuary. We're in process of ramping up the children's ministry downstairs. We had a fantastic conference this last weekend. Thank you to everybody who served there and was a part of that. You are helping, whether if you're a greeter down in the nursery or you're a greeter here in the doorway, if you're serving the kids, if you're teaching the kids downstairs, you are helping see lives changed. Maybe you show up on Saturday and you're back in the floor. I just want to say a huge, huge thank you to anybody and everybody that helps serve, volunteers their time. I'd say there is a good consequence to that, and that's lives changed. So can I just give a huge hand clap to those that are, thank you. It's awesome to be a part of it. Don't forget, and if you want to be a part of it, there's the next class right out. You say, hey, I like God's changing my life, and I want to see Him help me change other lives. Talk to Hannah right across the lobby in the narthex for the next class. But today we're concluding a sermon series called Happily Ever After, and I'm excited about this. Today's sermon is called Sex God. So,
come on, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about
that is ridiculous. And everyone else waiting for the cue. But listen, that is ridiculous. We're going to talk more than just about an action. I want to give a quick disclaimer. Okay. That is too far. Alright, that is over the top. Okay. Listen. Albeit true, you guys need to stop playing that music right now. Alright, let me give a quick disclaimer. If you have a child here and you would rather them not learn about sex in the church, then you can, there's other places you can take them downstairs. There's kids playing and doing fun things. The truth is, if you're, even if maybe they're in middle school or high school and you'd rather them learn about it, from Turner Broadcasting or the WB or MTV or, somewhere else, then, that's your prerogative, I guess. But get this, they're going to learn about it, all right? And so I just think the church should also be a place where they can. And we are going to talk more than I'm rolling my sleeves up subconsciously. This is awesome. I will say that research for this sermon was awesome. I'll drink to that. You guys. Listen, can I just start with saying this? Sex is not a bad word. Right. Sex is not a bad word. In fact, I had a pastor friend send me an email when he saw our advertisement somewhere saying, Jason, I had to let you know that I saw your promotional material and it said Sex God on it. I don't know. I thought maybe there was a typo. I don't know what he thought it was, like Sexy God? Is that what he thought we were writing? That'd be even worse, right? And so, no, there's no typo. And let's be honest real quick. God's the one who created us. He created sex also. Therefore, He's the sex God, all right? He is. He's the God that created sex. It was His idea, for crying out loud. And when He looked down on the planet, He said, it is good. The problem is, and why all these jokes are funny, this is going to be the most awkward. I'm shaking inside, I'll be honest. Oh, man, hi, babe. But, so if I drink a lot today, it's just because it's water, you guys. Listen, our culture has hijacked a God-created action, a God-created connection. Our culture has hijacked it. Something that was created, listen, it was created to be way more than just a pleasurable activity. it was created way more than just reproduction. There's something else. So today, kind of what we're going to talk about is the counterfeit versus the legit. And I remember one time, right after I had just become a Christian. I hadn't always been a Christian, right? 20 years old, I was strung out on drugs and had never even been to church. I had a radical encounter. I heard about Jesus, had to find out who he is. I'm still on that journey. Who is Jesus? And if anybody has a clue, then I'd love to talk to you. Really, it's coffee and Jesus, my two favorite things. But I remember I had been going to church and I was getting excited, and even though I was really, really new and fresh and still didn't have every answer, not that I do yet, but I didn't have a lot of it figured out. I knew that I was in love with Jesus. I could sing songs like we sang this morning, even though I was just new to the journey. And I remember driving in my car, and I saw this guy. I'm from Washington State, and sometimes people, because I go to these conferences, and sometimes there's people there they're other professional Christians like myself. And they'll be like, oh, you're from Washington. Do you know Pastor so-and-so? And the truth is, I only know drug dealers and bank robbers. and my family, all right? And everyone's like, oh, ha, 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 bank robbers. I'm like, no, really. Not funny. I really know them, okay? And so one time, this one guy, he had just gotten out of jail for robbing banks. And I saw him. And I pulled over to talk to him because I knew he had just gotten out of jail, and because I knew how long he went away for, and it had been a few years since I'd seen him. And so I pulled over, and I jump out of the car, and I was like, man, and this is no joke. If he's listening, I'm sorry. His name is Buster. That's his birth name, Buster the bank robber. Okay, anyway, just funny thing to me. Buster's standing in his car. He's relaxing in his car. He's getting ready to go out on the town Friday night. I pull up, and he seriously starts running around to the backside of his car. He's like, no, man, get out of here. Get out of here. And I was like, what? Wait. And he's like, I'm trying to stay clean. I don't want to be... Like, he was like scared because the last time he knew me, I was a drug dealer. And he was like, no, stay away from me. I'm trying to stay clean. I don't want to get in trouble. And I said, no, really, like, I'm clean too now. I'm not on drugs anymore. And I was like, I love Jesus now. And then he starts walking back around the car toward him, and then he's like, I'm going to punch you in the face. And he literally said that. Some of you think you have hostile times when you came to Jesus, all right? So I'm like, so then I start backing around the car. We've been playing this game of cat and mouse for a few minutes. I'm like, well, what are you doing tonight? No, the church is doing this thing, and you should come to church. No. He's like, I'm going to go out. I'm going to get me some. I can go into more of the expletives. I won't do that. This isn't about learning bad words this morning, but I could. And I said, no, man, listen. And I'm new to Christianity at this point, so I don't know how to explain anything. And so I was like, I knew what he's like, I'm going to go have sex tonight. That's what it's about. And I said, man, listen. God's sex is the best sex. And now he starts running at me. He's like, no, I'm going to punch you in the face. And then I just realized I have no idea what I just said or what that even means, all right? So anyway, I don't know where Buster is today, but I hope he remembers that moment as much as I do. Today I'm going to talk about how God's sex is the best sex.